अध्यक्ष महोदय प्रधान रही है।
Master Sheikh Hossein, Minister of Science and Technology. I would like to ask some questions to Minister of Labour and Employment. My first question is whether there is any data on the total number of domestic workers in the country, and if so, the number of such domestic workers that have registered on the e-Shram portal so far. My second question is whether the government has launched any specific scheme or program to alleviate the problems of the domestic workers, especially in time of COVID-19 pandemic. If so, the details thereof, and if not, the reasons therefor. And my third question is whether it is true that a draft national policy for domestic workers is under consideration. If so, the current status of the implementation of the policy.
Minister of Labour and Employment. Come for the answer.
Honorable Speaker Madam, on behalf of you, I'll answer these questions. मेरे बस में मेरी तकदीर होगी, नया नक्शा नई तस्वीर होगी, दिला डालेंगे हम बुनियाद की, फिर एक दुनिया ऐनब तामीर होगी, ऐनब तामीर होगी. For the question number 1, as on 2nd August 2022, 2.77 crore household and domestic workers have been registered on e-Shram portal. For question number 2nd and 3rd, the Unorganized Workers Social Security Act 2008, now substitute in the Code on Social Security 2020, provides social security to all unorganized workers, including domestic workers. Government has launched several sector schemes like Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana (PMJJBY) and Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana (PMSBY) for life and disability to cover. Pradhan Mantri Shram Yogi Man Dhan Pension Yojana (PMSYM) for pension to the unorganized workers, including domestic workers. Domestic Worker Sector Skill Council (DWSSC) under Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship is imparting various skill development training programs to domestic workers. Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana (PMJAY) provides secondary and tertiary health benefits to all unorganized workers, including domestic workers, who are covered as eligible beneficiaries as per Socio-Economic Case Census Data 2011. Labour Codes Wage Code Wages on 2019, Code on Occupational Safety, Health and Working Conditions 2020, and Social Security benefits to all categories of workers, including domestic workers. And for your question number 4, my answer is no, sir.
Question number 102.
Thank you, ma'am. On the behalf of you, I would like to ask Minister of Education, be pleased to state. My first question is whether the government proposes to take steps to improve the quality of teachers of education in the wake of artificial intelligence. And my second question is if so, the plan of action in this regard.
Minister of Education.
On the behalf of you, I will answer your question. The National Education Policy 2020 has recommended concern, circulation and pedagogical initiatives in the introduction of contemporary subjects such as artificial intelligence, design thinking, holistic health, organic living, environmental education, global citizenship education, etc. at relevant stages. Accordingly, various steps has been taken up for improving the quality of teachers' education, such as introduction of 4 years integrated programs and Nishna integrated program version 1.0, 2.0 and 3.0 have been introduced for different stages of school education for teachers. Head teachers, principals and other stakeholders in educational management. Nishna training program is administered online through Diksha portal, which integrates AI solution to facilitate self-paced learning and close monitoring. Meanwhile, the Central Board of Secondary Education (CBSE) has introduced artificial intelligence subjects such as from class 9 from the session 2019 to 2020 in the class 12 from the session
the Ministry of Tourism, please to state. My first question is whether the government has sanctioned the project of development of coast terminals and related infrastructure in Tamil Nadu under the scheme of Assistance of Tourism Infrastructure Development. And my second question is, if so, the details thereof along with the financial sanction made by the government for the development of coast terminals in Tamil Nadu and other states in the country. My next question, whether the government has also planned to set an agency for the development of those tourist through first at national and international level, and if so, the details thereof and the follow-up action taken by the government in this regard.
Minister of Tourism, counter the question.
On the behalf of you, I will answer this question. Yes, Minister, the sanction of project of cruise passenger facility second in NZD, passenger Trivandrum at China 4, 2013. The project has been completed in 2017. Details of project sanction for development of cruise Trivandrum in various states ensured. And in order to harness of cruise tourism in the country, of task force has been controlled secretary as the chairman and secretary of co-chairman. The task force has been respectively of Forest and Home Affairs, External Affairs, along with the representative of both coastal states. Thank you.
Question number 104.
Thank you, madam. Through you, I would like to ask the Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, please to state. My first question, whether the government planned to join Forest Survey of India, FSI, data publicly available for verification of the land the forest cover has increased in the country, and if not, the reason therefore. My second question, whether monoculture plantation are counted as forest cover in the FSI report, and if so, the justification for the same. The reason. My third question, the reason for decline tree cover in the northeast region, which accounts 74% of the total tree loss in the country. My fourth question, the detail of area in which afforestation efforts have been implemented in the northeast region during the last 3 years, state-wise and year-wise, and the step taken to preserve the biodiversity and forest cover of the northeast region.
Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, counter the question.
Thank you, madam. On the behalf of you, I would like to answer this question. My first answer is India's State of Forest reports having state-wise forest cover map and district-wise forest cover figures are available at Forest Survey of India website. My second answer is Deep-term forest cover reported in India. State of Forest Report ISFR refers to all lands more than 1 hectare in area with a tree canopy, density of more than 10% irrespective of ownership, and legal status. Such lands may not necessarily be a required forest area. It also includes orchards, bamboo, palm, and monoculture plantation. As per decisions 19 of Conference of Parties, CP9 Kyoto Protocol, the forest can be defined by any country depending upon the capacities and capabilities of the country as follows. Forest is defined structurally on the basis of ground cover percentage, tree ground cover 10 to 30%. Minimum area of stand area between 0.5 and 1 hectare. Minimum height of trees potential to reach a minimum height of maturity. My third question is C2 of India's definition of forest has been taken on the basis of above 3 criteria only and very well accepted by United Nations Framework Convention of Climate Change, UNFCCC, and Food and Agriculture Organization FAO for their reporting communications. The definition of forest cover has clearly been defined in all India State of Forest reports ISFR and in all international communications of India. Thank you.
Question number 104.
Thank you, madam. On the behalf of you, I would like to ask the Minister of IELTS some questions. My first question: the status of the operations of Health and Wellness Centers (SWC) under National Ayush Mission (NAM) during the last and the current year, statewide. And my second question is whether the government has taken any initiative to regulate and administer the Ayush drugs. If so, the details thereof.
Minister of Ayush, come to the question.
Thank you, ma'am. On the behalf of you, I would like to answer this question. Firstly, the status of operations of health and wellness centers (HWSCs) and under National Ayush Mission (NAM). The last and current years, states and duties wise are furnished in annexure. For question second, the Ministry of Ayush has taken various steps to increase manufacturing of companies and popularizing Ayush Mission and the system of medicines. First, likely schemes to support Ayurvedic medicines production under NAM National Ayush Mission from 2014 to 2021. Apart from others, provided for strengthening state government, ASU and H pharmacies, which are very essential for us. Thank you.
Question number 106.
Thank you, ma'am. On the behalf of you, I would like to ask some questions. Will the Minister of Defence be pleased to state the total number of defence research institutes in the country? Whether the government has taken any initiative for promoting research in defence sector, and if so, the details thereof. The funds spent on the defence research during the last 5 years.
Defense Minister, come to the question.
Ma'am, on the behalf of you, I would like to question the Minister. As on date, there are 46 labs in states, including 5 young scientist laboratories of DRDO in the country. Yes, sir. The government has taken following initiatives for promoting research in the defense sector. Creation of 5 young scientist laboratories, DYSL, to motivate youth for newer innovations, to attract young scientists, engineers to join DRDO and provide R&D environment in emerging engineering fields and advanced technology, such as artificial intelligence, quantum technologies, cognitive technologies, asthmatic technologies. Opportunity to bright young scientists, engineers to carry out research work leading to earning of higher qualification or for advertisement of research experience future. Paid training skill internship to BTech and Tech MSc students, exhibition inter-college level, competitions, etc. have also been initiated by DRDO to generate interest in defense technology among school and college students. Defense Industry Academia Center of Excellence, DIA, COE, DRDO is providing financial support through the DIA, COE in IIT. Universities to undertake science and technology projects. Currently, 10 such DIA, COE have been established so far by DRDO. In AI and machine learning, and so far more than 1,000 professionals have been trained in this domain. 500 students have been sponsored for PhD program in AICTE, centrally funded technical institute under the Ministry of Human Resource Development, to work on various DRDO projects, currently attracting young research scholars under this scheme. Students get opportunity to have first-hand experience of the ongoing R&D project in the technology area. Directorate of Technology Development Fund TDF was created for project under Technology Development Scheme. The scheme encourages participation of public-private industry, especially MSME and startups so as to create an ecosystem for enhancing cutting-edge technology capability for business application. Thank you.
Next question, question number 107.
Thank you, madam. I want to draw your kind attention toward will the Minister of Heavy Industries be pleased to state. My first question is the number of electric vehicles currently being used on the roads of India. State-wise, particular in Maharashtra, Dadra and Nagar Haveli, Daman, Diu and Lakshadweep. My second question is the number of such vehicles as compared to the total number of vehicles and the number of e-charging facilities currently available to drivers of electric cars across the country statements.
Minister of Heavy Industries, please.
Thank you, ma'am. On the behalf of you, I would like the question of the answer A and B. Question of first and second, sir. As the P-value of Minister of the Road Transport and the Highway, the figure of the electric vehicles and the total vehicles of the road of India state of beauty wise of the declare of the number of the e-charge equation currently available in the electric vehicles, including e-car according to the state-wise beauty. Question third and fourth answer given as below. Following steps have been taken by the government to promote the electric vehicles, India including Maharashtra, Dadar and Nagar Haveli and Daman and U and Lakshadweep. The faster adaptation of the manufacture of the electric vehicles in the FAME scheme in the India 2015 with the aim to declare dependency of the fuel and address the issue of the vehicles emergency at the present or past second FAME India schemes. In the beginning independence of the periodic of the 5-year WEF on 1st April 2019, the total bill of 10 crore. The government of 12 May 2021 about the production of the PLI scheme in the manufacture of the advanced ACC in the country on the order bring to down the price late battery of the country, drop the battery price with result of the reduce of the electric vehicles. Electric vehicles are covered under the production link PLI scheme automobile and auto compounds which are out of operation on 15 September 2021 with the budget on 25,938 crores for the period of 5 years.
Now, question number 108.
Thank you, madam. On the behalf of you, I would like to ask question from Agriculture and Farm Minister. My first question. Where there is a reduction in wheat and rice production in recent years? If so, the details of the rice and wheat production in last 5 years. My second question. The step taken by the government to deal with the price rise. My third question. The details of the minimum support price MSP declared by government on wheat and rice for the past 5 years. My year wish.
Minister of Agriculture and Welfare.
Thank you, ma'am. On the behalf of you, I will answer the question. The government takes various measures from time to time to augment domestic ability and stabilize prices of essential food, commodities, including rice and wheat, to make them accessible to all the consumers across India at the affordable prices. These steps include releases from the buffer advising states of effective action against the holders and black marketers, and also emphasizes changes in the trade policy instruments like rationalizations of import duties, changes in import quota, restrictions, and export of the commodity, etc.
Okay, now is the time for any supplementary question.
Thank you, ma'am. On behalf of you, I want to ask a question. Ma'am, in the reply, it is mentioned that there is no petition pending from industry. There was a petition from industry given in February of 2020. This was rejected by the Finance Minister in 2022. So, my question to the Honorable Minister is, can it be reconsidered with the request from the industry, or will they have to submit a new petition which will take another 2 years?
Minister of Commerce Industry.
माननीय सभापति महोदय, आपके माध्यम से मैं इस प्रश्न का उत्तर देना चाहती हूँ। सर, जैसे सदस्य ने ही कहा, हमारे पास लगभग 8 इंडस्ट्रीज की तरफ से थी जिन्होंने 2800 इंडस्ट्री ने सपोर्ट किया है, जिनमें NITMA, STIMA और इंडस्ट्रियल एसोसिएशन भी दोबारा पेटेंट फाइल करेंगे तो डिजिटल आर एक बार फिर उसको कंसीडर कर सकता है।
Second supplementary.
Thank you, ma'am. On the behalf of you, I wanted to ask a question. Sir, the second answer was given that the raw material for the production of polyester spun is not a parasite, but the principal raw material is polyester staple fiber, which attracts on full duty. So my question is, can the government provide a level playing field by removing duty on import of polyester fiber as the industry?
Minister of Commerce Industry.
माननीय सभापति महोदया, आपके माध्यम से मैं माननीय सदस्यों के द्वारा पूछे गए प्रश्न का उत्तर देना चाहता हूँ। मैं पॉलिएस्टर स्पन फाइबर जिसकी माननीय सदस्य बात कर रहे हैं उस पर 5% की ड्यूटी है और इसके अलावा और भी रॉ मटेरियल है जिन पर 2.5% से 5% की ड्यूटी है। जो पैराक्सिन है उस पर ड्यूटी का एग्जम्पशन है। माननीय सदस्य इंडस्ट्री को लेवल प्लेइंग फील्ड प्रोवाइड करवाने के संबंध में जो प्रश्न पूछा है उसके संबंध में मैं यह बताना चाहता हूँ कि DGR का उद्देश्य ही यही है कि हम अपने डोमेस्टिक इंडस्ट्री को इंजरी हो रही है या किसी भी प्रकार की डंपिंग हो रही है तो उन पर सेज को हम इन्वेस्टिगेट करते हैं। अगर डंपिंग की कोई ऐसी संभावना नजर आती है तो हम अपनी रिकमेंडेशन भी भेजते हैं। हमारी कोशिश यही होती है कि अगर किसी भी प्रकार की कोई इंजरी नजर आती है तो उस पर हम एंटी डंपिंग ड्यूटी लगाए। लेकिन आप फिलहाल जिस फाइबर की बात कर रही है उसके बारे में मैं अपने हाउस को जरूर इन्फॉर्म करना चाहता हूँ कि हमारी जो ऐसी रॉ मटेरियल के रूप में यूज कर रहे हैं अभी उसका 75% कैपेसिटी यूटिलाइजेशन है। यहाँ तक कि डिमांड और सप्लाई की दृष्टि से उसके 81% ऑपरेशन है, इसलिए अभी कोई ऐसी संभावना नहीं है। धन्यवाद।
माननीय सभापति महोदय, मैं आपके माध्यम से माननीय मंत्री जी से यह जानना चाहता हूँ कि पॉलिएस्टर की बुने कच्चे धागे की जो देश में मांग है उसमें से हमारे देश में कितना प्रोडक्शन होता है और कितना आयात करना पड़ता है।
माननीय सभापति महोदय, मैं आपके माध्यम से इस प्रश्न का उत्तर देना चाहती हूँ। सर, यह जो स्पन फाइबर है लगभग हमारा टोटल है। आई एम सॉरी, आपने फाइबर के बारे में पूछा या अर्थ के बारे में पूछा?
मैडम, मैं ज्ञान के बारे में पूछ रहा हूँ।
सर, हमारा जो टोटल है प्रोडक्शन है उसमें 2.3% इसका प्रोडक्शन होता है और एग्जिट कितना इंपोर्ट करते हैं और कितना लोकल प्रोड्यूस करते हैं इसके एग्जिट आंकड़े में माननीय सभापति महोदय को उपलब्ध कर दें।
मैडम, मैं मंत्री जी से पूछना चाहूंगी, why has the government promoted the use of polyester for हर घर तिरंगा स्कीम? Will this not affect our खादी production?
मैडम, यह प्रश्न संबंधित नहीं है।
Madam Speaker, a serious breach of privilege has been committed by the police inspector, police station Sidhua. Over 2,000 farmers were holding a state level relay against the state government of Punjab at Sidhua village on Patiala, Bharsan Road in Patiala. On Monday, with their list of demands, Srimati Shruti, RMD was following the same route to reach the parliament. The protesting farmers stopped there for sharing their grievances and in between, the police without understanding the problem detained the MP, Srimati Shruti, and she could not reach the parliament. And I have requested you to allow me to raise a question on that matter.
Ms. Kanika, have you noticed it earlier? You noticed with around my newspaper cutting, and I shall consider it. You cannot spring a surprise on me like that.
I have already given notice to you at 10 a.m. today, Mr. Speaker.
It will be examined. When it's come to me, I shall consider it and let you know my
I beg to lay on the table, ma'am, I beg to lay on the table a copy each of the following paper, Hindi and English version, under subsection 3rd 1116A of the Companies Act 1996. First, review by the government on the working of the State Irrigation Department of India, New Delhi for the year 2021 to 2022. Second, annual report of the State Irrigation Department of India, New Delhi for the year 2020 to 21, along with audited accounts and comments of Controller and Auditor General thereon.